Peace there, one caught you raw. The camera right here. All right. Okay, so I mean, I know I'm nitpicking at my own self, but it's like, where am I looking at? Am I looking over here? Over here? I don't know. So let me turn on my music, my meditative music. I'm not sure if it's gonna pick it up. So we're gonna talk about the opening up your pineal gland. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing really to be actually saying that, you're gonna have to go across the entire world to open up. Basically your chakra system. You don't have to travel around the world to do this. Only thing you need to do is know that this is talking about how you transmute your own energy inside your own body. So opening up your Kundalini is nothing like people want to make it mystical, right? People want to make it mystical. And it's not mystical at all. It's kind of like, you're telling someone, hey, you can sing. She know how to sing. He know how to build with his hands. She knows how to knit. You're using your hand palms. Your hand palms have energy chakras too. So you're not doing anything like out of this world extraordinary to open up your Kundalini. You're just tapping in yourself. And that's basically what it is. Kundalini is tapping into yourself. So it's not like you need to go out of country to a shaman so he can ring his bells. He can ring its bells. He can then touch you with holy oil. Which, by the way, I do got my oils, my Sagittarius oil. I just put some on before this video. You don't have to get someone to hit you with a shaman stick. All you need to do is simply go within yourself and acknowledge what you're trying to find. So, if you're trying to find yourself or acknowledge yourself, all you're really doing is just basically saying, I want to open up this portion of myself. It's always there for you to open. Your Kundalini is never closed. Only time it's closed is when you are when you're saying that, hey, when you're not tapping into your own creative, freedom. When we work this 9-to-5 type of job, it shuts us down. It really does. It stops us from doing what we want to do. 9-to-5 job, whatever your job time frame is, that's what you do. But by the time you get done with that job, you're done. You're completed. You're eliminated of your energies in your body. And that's exactly what this system tries to do all the time. It tries to destroy you and stop you from doing your energetic work. And that's the whole game purpose of them making us do these jobs and then having to deal with all this other distractions in the news. And now what? They got the banks. Can't get you money out the banks and stuff. So they really got y'all or us going out of our minds. And that's destroying our, basically you can look at it and say, hey, that's That's more attacks on your Kundalini energy. So, they really they really working overtime, basically, to distract you, to eliminate your ascension within yourself. That's all that is. Kundalini ascension within yourself. Now, I hear some woke Christians on YouTube and stuff say this is, devilish and stuff like that. But you do the same thing when you're in church. You sit there, you sing music, and you use your throat Kundalini or your throat chakra. When you're in church, I see many people in church, they get up and they start to scream hallelujah. They get this shock in them. They want to run around, jump, sing, praise. That's the same thing. Same thing as this. When you want to use your throat chakra, your throat, to speak, to sing, to give clarity, you putting all your energy into your emotion, to your voice, so people can hear it. So it's nothing that is like hard to do, where you're thinking outside of the boundaries of yourself. A lot of people trying to mystify this, trying to make it seem like this, like a Harry Potter type of scenario, where you're gonna see sparks and see the sky explode. You're not gonna see that. The camera's right here. I keep looking up here. You're not gonna see that. So, you wanna come over here, buddy? You're not, even my buddy here, Thoth, right? Thoth, the mind, the thought. I chipped his beak, and it was something I was doing. And I was cleaning my altar, right? And I chipped his beak. And I was thinking to myself about something. And when he fell, he chipped his beak, I thought about it, like, It struck to me something about, I needed to speak on some type of information. I needed to release that type of information. Basically, let my thoughts out of my mouth. Let my thoughts out more. I was talking about doing more videos, making more videos and stuff like that. So that occurred. I was thinking that to myself, and thought is your thought, right? And that actually led me to be like, okay, yeah, I need to make more videos. That was a Kundalini moment, you could say, too. Because Kundalini is basically the cores within ourselves that we use to create. Like right now, I got my music playing in the background, and that's a form of awakening yourself, your Kundalini inside. Music makes you soothe you out. And I was just thinking, like, before I made the video, I was like, you don't have, I was like, hey, let me make sure I say this. You don't have to pay anybody money to touch you, so you can shake and shiver. That's the same thing, the pastor does, right? You go to church, you pay tithes and offering. Then you finally get the pastor to give you an audience where he can touch your head and you shivering, right? So now that you want to step outside of the church and look into more spiritual stuff, you're treating it the same exact way, where you want a middleman to come in between you and your own growth. So you don't have to pay anybody to to put some oil on their fingers. Like, so you gotta pay, put some oil, some spiritual oils on your finger. But this is for money. I gotta anoint my money. And then put something on your head. Then they get their stick and be like, boom. Then you're shaking and stuff. You don't need all that. If you pay me $2,000, I'm gonna make then I just breathe on you. You're gonna fall over because you believe something to me so much that if I breathe or even spit on the ground, you're gonna think that's worth everything because you gave me that much. You put that much thought into that money, and that means that you use some of your Kudalini energy within yourself because it's always open. It's never closed, right? Energy never closed. It can be slowly moving inside of you because you're not open enough to your own self yet. So it never closes. So, I got all these books. I bought throughout the years. And all they're pretty good. They talk about stuff. They talk about the jinns and the roadblocks, yogi, the roadblocks of death that we have. No roadblocks are basically you stopping something inside of yourself. What's a roadblock for you before you die? What is a roadblock that you did not X out yet? So there could be anything within your alignment, and there's more than 7 alignments. There's multiple. There's some through your arms, there's some through your hands, there's some through your your ears, behind your ears. You got plenty more. Your toes. I had the page. I'm trying to find it right now. I can't even find the page I'm looking for. How to control, but this is something good though. It's like how to control your vital energy. You know how some people say how some people say what's that called? Semen retention or sexual retention, stuff like that. Those are just different practices that people do for to challenge themselves, because there could be a challenge for many people. Or another thing you can do is your gut is a kingdom. Your gut is a brain, right? So around that, that's your soul. That's why I call soul food. You eat soul food, spicy soul food, all that stuff. It may not be good for you, so you need a detox and get away from that. Hold on, I'm sending a message real quick. So yeah. So you got these things right here that goes on and on and on inside of your body that you want to try to control, but sometimes you just gotta let it do its thing, let chaos do its thing right inside of you. So then it can lead you to somewhere. You can't control your body anyway. Our body's automatic. So basically, you can look at your body, these energies as chaos energy, because you can't control it. So, all these things we want to try to sit and meditate to try to control. all we can do is alter where the energy can go. So right now, I'm doing this video, I'm altering my energy up to my throat, up to my mind. I'm not thinking about eating, or, I'm not using my, sexual energy, or not using my, but I'm using my root energy, my root, because I want to find a root cause of why people won't think that Kundalini energy is so tough to activate, because it's already active in you. There's no lightning in the sky that will appear, or there's no Simba and Mufasa moment. It's all already within you. Now that can happen when you go to sleep, when you're alkaline yourself, and when you do the certain preparations of treating your body right. You can get these type of moments, but that's a different thing. But totally all in all, even if you don't treat your body right, you do have dreams, but they may be nightmares, because that's a different story about parasites that live in you. These parasites are actual demons that control your brain, but I'm getting to something else. But anyway, yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I don't want to make this video too long. It's just because it's already late, and I really can't I don't want to get too far deep in something like this, because it's already late. I just gotta work, but I really had to make another video for my Facebook, for my YouTube, about awakening Kundalini. It's all basically just like this. This is your root. When you're on the bathroom toilet, sometimes when you're on the toilet, when you sit down and when you release, I kid you not, I think about a lot of stuff. It's like the best meditative moment ever, sitting on the toilet. You think about so much stuff. Then your next up is the sacral chakra, and then you can use that creative energy. It's called creative. It's creative energy, because your whole Kundalini is basically sexual energy. If you look at how it moves, it's a. Let me get the image. I keep opening this book trying to find the images. I should have put a stick in here so I know what. Shoot. Anyway, I did say this before too. This look like the Matrix. How the Matrix had those holes in their spines. Look just like the Matrix. If I can find if I can find the snake symbolism. But basically, I was looking, if you understand the snake symbolism, it's your sperm or traveling up to your brain, like the crystal of light, Jesus rising up to meet the light, or your soul meeting the light. Your sperm travels up, and then it touches the light up here, and then it travels back down to give that light to your lower part of yourself. So you always got this spirits moving up to go to heaven, and then you have spirits descending down to relive their life. So you got this constant movement of life and death inside of you all the time. And same thing with a woman. A woman, she has her energy, whatever you want to call it, release. She have her fluids that travels up to touch the sky, to touch the heavens, and travels back down to release. So you got the constant motion. That's the whole motion of the Kundalini, up and down, up and down. So that's why people say semen retention is important, because you don't want to release those profits that are inside of you, because you can use that energy to create and to manifest more energy or more creation inside of you. because you're not releasing or letting them out of the matrix box, which is your body. It's another form of a matrix box, or the cube symbolism I've been talking about. I cannot find that symbol at all. And it's the basic symbol. I know it's in here somewhere, but it's the basic symbol everyone knows about the snake and the spine. But yeah, if you think about it, if you think about the up and down where you got the whole motion, that's what that is. That's what that is. It's your fluid, your body fluid of the. That's why it's good not to waste that your life force. So that's your life force. You waste your life force, and you get old faster, gray hair faster, all this stuff. A lot of people just release so much of it, but it's your life force. So your life force goes up and down, always going up and down. This motion. So someone said this one time that if you every certain amount of days, I heard this on one of the conscious community channels, you have this light that travels up your spine, and you need to capture that light at a certain time, and then you can have this Havana moment once this light travels up your spine, and then you can help release this fluid down your spine. There's some fluid up here, the holy honey milk. It's right up here somewhere, and you release it and let it go down your spine. And I know this though, when I take this stuff right here, this is CBD, and when I go to sleep, I automatically dream. So a lot of people may take real, you may smoke the real stuff. I'm in Nashville, we don't have the real, not legal technically yet, but CBD is. So it's the same thing, it just don't have the high effect. But if you're looking for the benefits, it still makes you dream. It makes you dream. It's like an oil within itself. So yeah, that's the crystal. That's the Jesus rising. The whole coming from the grave. So your nutsack or the yoni would be the grave technically, because you're and then because you're putting souls into, or a body or souls or whatever, into the grave, to the vortex, and then it rises up to having touched the mind, and then it comes back down again. So it rises up and down. So that's why when you and your significant other is doing tantric, you're both supposed to be making sure that the energy while you are doing y'all thing is basically touching the mind. You're focusing that pure energy to bring down a angelic light being down from heaven to earth. And then you can also look at cosmology, and then try to time different planet alignments of what type of powerful being you're trying to bring down here. So there's a lot of stuff about that tantric. I have books on everything really. So anyway, I didn't want to make this video too long. I'm already getting tired because I just got off work. So but yeah, I gotta make a video, at least 2 videos a week, put on my YouTube. Yeah. So peace and love everyone. Kashira Drive Force. Most honor to my star family. Catch y'all later.